What is up, guys? Jeremy here, and welcome back to another video. So we're doing what's on my iPhone. As requested, I believe your name was Quad Honda Rider. Thank you for being persistent in the comment section and reminding me to do this video. So shout out to you. And for anybody that might have video ideas for me, just let me know in the comments. I do try to read as many comments as I can. And like I said, this was a much requested video, so that's why I'm doing it. So like I said, what's on my iPhone? Now I'm only going to cover the applications. I'm not going to go into Cydia tweaks or applications from Cydia or themes or anything like that. Just only applications, and pretty much just applications that are available in the App Store. So keep that in mind. If you guys want me to do, a full what's on my iPhone of tweaks and Cydia apps and third-party applications and all that stuff, just let me know in the comments. That might be a future video that I will do. But anyways, like I said, applications, what do I have? So I don't have as many applications as I normally would on the 7 Plus, just because I feel like I've kind of gotten to the point where I've really refined what applications are functional to me and what I use regularly. If it's something I don't use, at least once a month, I'll probably delete it. So that's kind of my idea of what applications I have on my device. Some of them I use every day, some of them I use once a week, and some of them I'll use, maybe once a month. And if I don't ever use it, it gets deleted. So we're going to start going through all of the applications. I'm going to give you guys kind of, maybe a little preview of the app in action or just a quick description. I'm not going to try and go crazy in depth because this could add up to be a very long video. So, skipping all the apps that most people would know, like the stock Apple applications, I'm not going to talk about those. So the first application on my homepage here is called Clear. I use this application instead of Apple's stock Notes. It's way better. It's so much better than Apple's Notes. So as you can see, I just literally open up the application. If I want to make a note, just click and I can make a note. I'll make a quick note for you guys to subscribe if you haven't already. So once you're done with your note, just click done and then you have your note. And then from here, you can clear it. You can complete it, which as you guys can see, I have a completed one below that. We'll just clear it. And then you can go through and clear that. You can, complete. It's just all swipe based. It's super nice. You can have multiple lists. So if you have a grocery list of multiple notes, you can have lists set up. You can change the color schemes, and it's just a really well put together application. Super simple. Like I said, I use that instead of Apple Notes. It's way better. Next up, we have Evernote. This is kind of a more advanced note-taking application. So I have my simple notes, which are just kind of like quick reminders. And then I have my advanced notes, which I use for future video ideas here at the channel. I use it for, top tweak videos. I'll list all the tweaks, all the repos. I'll list all the information I need to know. I'm not going to actually open it because I don't want you guys to see future video ideas. But like I said, that's what I use Evernote for, is, more advanced notes than just using Clear. So simple, advanced, that's what I use them for, the two notes applications. Next up, we have 1Password. Now, this is an absolute lifesaver application for your passwords. So pretty much what you got to do is remember the 1Password to get into the application. And within there, you can store all your usernames, logins, and passwords for everything. And that's what I use it for. It's a paid application. It's a premium application. I don't remember exactly how much it costs, but it's not cheap. But it's seriously awesome. Like I said, just remember the 1Password to get in. It's also Touch ID enabled. So, of course, I'm going to use that to log in quicker. I'm not going to go into any of these sections because that would be extremely stupid on my part to show you guys all that. But like I said, within this application, you keep all of your logins, all of your usernames, and all of the passwords for them as well. And you can look it all up if you ever forget. And this is an absolute lifesaver for me. Like I said, I currently have 18, usernames, logins, and passwords stored in here. And I don't remember every variant of the passwords that I use, so definitely a lifesaver. We got Instagram, YouTube, Reddit. Some of you might not know what Reddit is. It's basically forums. I use it pretty much just for the jailbreak and tweaks stuff. Definitely a really good place to go if you guys have, questions about something that might be going wrong with a tweak or something with the jailbreak. That's where I'd recommend to, go and chat with people to figure out what's going on with your device. It's probably a better place to do it than here on YouTube. So, of course, it's not just for jailbreak stuff. It's, every kind of category you can imagine, like do it yourself and, cats or, random stuff like that. It's not just jailbreak. So keep that in mind. But Reddit is seriously awesome. We have Tweetbot. That's what I like to use instead of the Twitter application. It's much better than the stock Twitter application, in my opinion. In the dock, I have Spotify. That's what I use for music instead of Apple Music. I just like it. It's kind of a preference. I use Spotify for, like music radio and all that as well. Going to the next page, we got Facebook. You guys probably know what that is. We have Twitch. That's going to be live streamers, basically, live streaming games. So you can watch, whatever game you might like. You can watch somebody play it live. Definitely a very entertaining application. We have Snapchat. We have Skype. We have Google+. Next up, we have SoundCloud. SoundCloud's a really cool app to discover music. It's not, like name, mainstream musicians or anything like that. There is some on there, but it's a lot of like people you might not have heard of. I like to use it to find like, dubstep style kind of songs and stuff like that. And a lot of the songs on SoundCloud are usually non-copyrighted music as well, which is really cool. So if I ever want like, background music for a video, I'll, usually go on SoundCloud and see what's on there. I have other places to find music as well, but, it's just a really cool place to discover music, in my opinion. Next we have Chase, which is for Chase Bank. That's who I bank with. So that's just my checking and savings, account information and all that. Obviously, I'm not going to open that. Next up, we have Credit Karma. Hands down the best application to monitor your credit, to help you try and build your credit or to maintain your credit or to even just see what your credit score is. It's really well put together application. I like to monitor my credit on a regular basis because I like to keep it where it's at. So I use that application pretty regularly. Hands down the best application to monitor your credit. We have Capital One Wallet for my Capital One credit card. We have PayPal, of course. We have Amazon, Shazam. Shazam is really cool. You guys might not know what Shazam is. Pretty much you open the application and let's say there's music playing at a bar or a restaurant or in your friend's car or wherever it might be. If you want to look up the name of the song, you just click on Shazam. Your phone will sit there and listen to whatever music you're listening to, and it'll actually look it up on Shazam, and then it will bookmark it for you. So even if you know the song, if you want to just kind of bookmark the music so you remember to download it, at a later time, this is just a really cool application to have. Like I said, it'll listen to music and look it up for you. So really cool. That one's Shazam. Next up, we have Pocket. That's basically notes for, web articles or web pages. For example, I could say, let's say I see a tutorial on Redmond Pi, an article, a written article, and I decide I want to, maybe make a video tutorial on that. I'll save the link, go ahead and go into Pocket and add it in there. And that way I'll keep, a bunch of web pages all in a centralized area. It's basically notes, for web pages, which is really cool. Deliveries is an application for deliveries, basically anything you might be having, come from Amazon or eBay or, private sellers be coming through FedEx or USPS or UPS. Basically, you just put your tracking number in here and you'll be able to see where your package is in real time, even with a map as well, and it will give you information on when you're going to get the package and all that. So definitely one of the best package tracking applications I've ever used. Still have it on my device. I've had that for a very long time. Next up, we have Weather. I don't remember exactly what the rest of the name is in the App Store, but this is what I use for weather instead of the stock weather app. I think it's a lot better. You have live radar, as you guys can see. It's about to rain here soon. You got a forecast, highs and lows, weather conditions, current weather temperature. Also, this application comes with a really nice weather widget for Notification Center. So I really like the widget there. You got a 7-day forecast, current temperature, weather conditions, highs, lows, all that stuff. So definitely a really nice weather application. Super simple too. I mean, you can just pull down on it. You can see, more information about the day. You can make it smaller if you just care about today's highs and lows. And then you have your, chances of precipitation. Really cool application. That's weather. Movie box, that's from Cydia. Going to the last page on my springboard, we have Calm. That's actually a new app from the App Store that I'm trying out. It's in the top 150 free right now, and basically it kind of teaches you how to calm yourself, or how to kind of meditate, how to focus on your breathing. Like I said, I just downloaded it, I think like a day or two ago. I'm just trying it out. So it's very interesting. It's called Calm. Next up, we have Geekbench 4, which will basically allow me to benchmark my device to see all the scores it gets. Next, we have Fandango. This is a really good application. Basically, it's movies from whatever theater you want to go to. It'll use your location and figure out what theaters are close to you. It'll show you their showtimes. You have trailers, you have reviews, you have the ability to purchase tickets directly on the application. And then once you get to the theater, you can just scan your ticket and you're good to go. So this is what I use to, view trailers. And if I want to go see a movie, that's the app I'll use. I'll actually, purchase the tickets right from the app. And once I get there, just scan it and go on in. So definitely probably one of the best applications for movies at movie theaters. Next up, we have Studio. That's for obviously my YouTube analytics and all that. Next, we have Sky Guide. This is a cool application. I personally am really into like astronomy, stars, planets, space in general. And this is a really cool application. It's super in-depth. You can, in real time, pick up your device and point it at the sky to see exactly what you're looking at night. And then you can, scroll through it with your finger as well. You can basically, look up anything on here. There's a ton of information about planets and stuff within that app. It's really cool. It's called Sky Guide. I guess I'll show you what games I have as well. Tweakbox and Happy Chick are third-party applications. Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, I believe it's called. I've been addicted to that game for probably, I want to say 6-7 months now. I really like Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. I'm currently at level 70, so that's one of my favorite games right now. In this folder, we're getting into kind of miscellaneous stuff now. We have LockSmart for my dog and bone padlock, so that's what I use to unlock the padlock. I did a review on that. AR7 for wallpapers. Unfortunately, the developer of that application no longer updates the wallpapers, so it's kind of dead in the water, but there's still good wallpapers there. Another wallpaper application, Pebble for my Pebble smartwatch. We have GFX OpenGL. That's to basically benchmark the graphics of your device. We have Blur, which is really cool. You can take any wallpaper and open up Blur and add a blur effect to it. Feature Points. That's where you can basically try out free applications to get points, and you can redeem that for gift cards and paid apps. We have YouTube Count. This is cool. I like YouTube Count. You can add your YouTube channels to it. It'll show the current subscriber count of those channels. There's also a widget for it. I'm sure some of you probably saw that in my notification center. So as you can see right there is YouTube Count in my widgets. So I do like that application just to see what current, my current amount of subscribers. We have Speed Test. That's to test your internet connection speed. The next page we have Podcast. We have UDID that allows you to look up your device's UDID if you ever have to use it for anything. We have the Mock Portal, My US Cellular. That's who I have my service through. And then another wallpapers application there. That one's actually pretty good. There's a ton of wallpapers within that one. So that's the first folder. Next we have games. I like to play Doomsday Clicker. Mechalrama, Junk Jack, Skyforce Reloaded, Alto's Adventure, CSR Racing 3, Mortal Kombat, Deep Town, Mario Run is awesome, of course, Clash Royale, Vainglory, Balls, Real Racing 3. So that's pretty much it. I mean, in here, this is all stuff from Cydia for the most part. Yeah, that's all Cydia applications and third-party applications. So that's pretty much all I have on my device in terms of App Store applications. I know this is a longer video, but it's quite a few applications to cover. But for those of you wondering, those are the current applications I use on my device. Like I said, some of them I use daily, some of them I use once a week, some of them not so much. That's the lineup. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, definitely throw me a thumbs up. That helps me out a lot here at the channel. And if you guys want to see more videos like this in the future, don't forget to click that subscribe button. This has been Jeremy, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Later.